and welcome to the January 2019 episode of Out of the Vault. If you are new to my channel, may I say welcome. It is a pleasure to have you, and I'm really excited to tackle another great year of everything Disney, whether it is canon classics, Pixar films, or Studio Ghibli films, as well as featuring new t-shirts. Yes, this year I'm going to have a nice healthy balance of t-shirts, and I'm really excited to showcase them in my videos. But today, because of the fact that it is January and it's the first Out of the Vault of the new year, I always like to take a break from the specific things that we focus on to give you guys another great gem. But today, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with Disney? Because we're going to be talking about the Japanese animated film Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro. This has nothing to do with Disney. It's not even owned by Disney. So why am I talking about this film? Well, my good friends, I'm saying we are talking about this specific film because it was the very first full-length animated film that was directed by the co-founder of Studio Ghibli himself, Hayao Miyazaki. Now, Hayao Miyazaki had worked on the show Lupin III a couple of years prior, writing and directing a few episodes. Lupin III, of course, is the story of the gentleman thief, Lupin III, basically going around the world, pulling off heist schemes and trying to make sure that he does not get captured by his rival, who is the detective that is always chasing him. But this time around, he gets a bigger adventure than he bargained for. He and his partner in crime, Jenks, decide to go to find the greatest counterfeiter of all time, and that, of course, is the family Caliostro. And when they, in fact, go to where the Cagliostro legacy is, it turns out that something from Lupin's past comes back, and it happens to be in the form of a young girl who happens to be a princess who is being forced to wed the Count of Castle Cagliostro against her will. So, our good friend the gentleman thief decides that it is time to not just be the gentleman thief, but also be a hero. And that is basically what this film is all about. It is a fun story, it's got great characters, it's beautifully animated, and you can definitely tell from the very beginning that when Hayao Miyazaki was put into the director's chair, magic happens. Some of the backdrops of this story are absolutely gorgeous to see because it's supposed to be based on the European countryside. But what was so interesting about the Castle of Cagliostro is it is a mixture of old architecture and modern architecture. I can't even describe it. You just gotta see it to believe it. And of course, our main character gets in contact with so many different kinds of people from his past and people from his present, as well as people that he never would have thought he would have met in the first place. But it is an exciting adventure. I laughed throughout the entire film. There are so many great moments, so many beautiful epic events that take place, and just the whole concept of cat and mouse or just trying to go on a crazy adventure, it plays on some of the greatest films of all time. It's not quite James Bondish, although you do definitely see the charm in Lupin. He definitely is oozing with charm. But you see things like Indiana Jones and Star Wars and all those other great films that we were all big fans of, especially when the blockbuster film really took over the entertainment industry. And this, of course, was the first film from Hayao Miyazaki, which then would spawn Studio Ghibli. I would highly recommend that you check this one out, especially if you are an anime fan or just a person who loves Studio Ghibli films. There's no major celebrities voicing any of these characters. I also personally feel that I should take a look at some of the actual episodes of the show Lupin III, because this is the first time that I had ever actually watched this specific character on screen. Even though he is a legend in the history of Japanese anime, and so many people love the shows, I never got a chance to really look at it. Even though it was on Adult Swim at one point in time, I really wish that I would have had the chance. So maybe I will. But The Castle of Cagliostro is such a fun adventure. I can't recommend it enough, and I, as a Studio Ghibli fan, truly appreciate it, and I'm glad that I've seen it. Will I actually get it on DVD? I'm not sure. I did watch it on Netflix. It is definitely a film that I would at least see again. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro, and I'm looking forward to next month when we officially get back into the groove of things and prepare for some really great Disney releases coming this year by watching some great Disney films of the past. I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.